Magnesium is one of the most abundant minerals that we have in our bodies, and it's responsible for over 300 different functions. It's estimated that over 1/2 of the population in the West are actually deficient in magnesium. And so in this video, I'm going to show you just some of the major functions that magnesium is so vital for, and why having the appropriate amounts of magnesium is so vital for you. So let's begin. Hi, my name is Dr. Stephen. I'm a chiropractor and I'm passionate about helping people optimize their health and live pain-free lives. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about magnesium because it's certainly one of the most common supplements that I recommend for the people that I see here. And one of the major reasons is that because magnesium has a primary function in the nervous system, in the muscles, in the bones, as well as your heart. And particularly for the first three, these are areas that I certainly deal with. And if you're not getting the appropriate amounts of magnesium, then these areas cannot function to their very best. If they're not functioning at their very best, you're not going to be functioning at your very best, and you're certainly not going to be healing as well as you could. So I'm just going to lay out just some of the functions that magnesium is involved with. One of the first ones is going to be improving athletic performance. Studies have shown that high levels of magnesium in athletes have increased and enhanced the endurance of that athlete, as well as reducing the amount of oxygen that they need to consume. It has also been shown to improve mood, and so decreasing levels of depression in people that suffer with long-term depression. It's been shown to improve sleep. This is in fact one of the most common things that I hear from people that start taking magnesium, is their improvements in their quality of sleep. And one of the major reasons is because it helps the nervous system to relax. It enhances the parasympathetic nervous system, as well as enhancing melatonin, which is very vital for sleep and your sleep cycle. Magnesium has also been shown to be very effective for migraines. See my video above, because I did this recently, going into detail why this is an effective supplement for migraine, one of 3 that I would recommend if you suffer with migraines. And one of the reasons is, as I explained in the video, is because migraines are caused by unstable neurons in your brain that fire going right across the brain. This can cause different aura type of symptoms, as well as headaches. Magnesium works within those cells to help stabilize those unstable neurons and give them more energy so that they don't so easily fire and cause the migraine. It has also been shown to be very effective for people with hypertension, lowering blood pressure. And it's also been shown that people with high levels of magnesium are 47% less likely to develop diabetes later on in their life. It's been shown to reduce chronic inflammation within the body. One of the proteins that we can measure for chronic inflammation in the body is C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein has been shown to increase the risk for many different conditions, and one of them is actually heart conditions. So having magnesium, reducing those levels, could actually have an impact on those areas as well. So I just highlighted just some of the functions that magnesium has within the body. It's a lot more complex than I've laid out, and there's a lot more functions that magnesium is actually involved with. But one of the major reasons why I might prescribe it is for people that don't sleep very well, people that might get tired easily, people that suffer with muscular issues or nervous system issues, because it can certainly help the issue. It might not cure it, but it can certainly help it. One of the problems we have with magnesium deficiency is it's actually very hard to measure. Magnesium is stored primarily in the bones, muscles, and other tissues within the bodies, and only around 1% is actually in the blood. So if you go and get a blood test, you're only actually measuring that 1% of the total magnesium in your body, which is not actually going to be a very accurate measurement. So this is why I would suggest a trial and error approach. If you think you're deficient in magnesium, I'll suggest buying some magnesium and taking it for as long as that bottle lasts for. Usually that's around a month. And if you see a difference in some of the areas of your life, then I'll suggest carry on taking it. And it probably means you weren't getting quite enough magnesium in your diet. If it makes no difference, it probably means you have enough and you don't need to take it any further. There are many different types of magnesium. We've got glycinate, citrate, oxide, threonate, taurate, lots of different on the market. The one that I would suggest is glycinate. It's one that's worked well for me personally, and it has the least amount of effect on your bowels. One of the side effects of magnesium, if you take a high dose of it, is it can cause a little bit diarrhea. Particularly the citrate version has been known to do that, but glycinate has the least effect on that area, and is also very good for muscles and the nervous system. Now, of course, it's always better to take any vitamin or any mineral to get it from your diet. One of the major reasons for that is because you're going to take it in with other nutrients, other vitamins, other macronutrients, which is going to help with the absorption of that mineral. If you don't get enough though, then this is where the supplements can be very helpful. Now, foods that are typically high in magnesium are foods such as green leafy vegetables like spinach, dark chocolate, we've got pumpkin seeds, fatty fish, and meat. Now, a couple of reasons why we tend to not get enough magnesium in our diet. The first one is the way that we now grow our food in soil that is overused, so it doesn't have the same quantity of nutrition within the soil. And magnesium is usually one of those minerals that is in the soil and that vegetables and fruit will grow in, and so you tend to have then high amounts of magnesium in our food. When we are growing food in soil that it has not as much nutrition, then you tend to get less of those minerals when you take that food. The other reason is because of our Western diet. We tend to eat less foods that contain high amounts of magnesium and other foods that might even inhibit the absorption of that mineral. The recommended daily intake for magnesium is around 400 milligrams for men and around 300 milligrams for women. It is advised you take no more than 350 milligrams of magnesium in the supplement form because you're likely going to get some from your food anyway. So make sure you're keeping to those doses because a high dose can cause some issues as well. So I hope this video has been insightful. Please do subscribe for new videos like this one every Monday, and I'll see you on the next one.